Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Chai. Am Israel, Am Israel, Am Israel, Chai. Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom Alechem, Heavenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Alechem. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, Shalom, Yerushalayim. Shalom, 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 Yerushalayim. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Jerusalem shall live in peace. Shalom, 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 Yerushalayim. Shalom, 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 Yerushalayim. Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom.
And Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom to those who are watching us tonight. Magandang gabi sa mga kapatiran na nanonood at nakikinig ngayong gabi ng Friday. Ito ngayon ang ating palatuntunan, ang ating Erev Shabbat live coming to you from Prescott, Arizona. So magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. At ngayong gabi ang ating panauhin ay ang ating paboritong guest sa ating programa, si Elder Samuel Gamino, and siya ay naka-base sa St. Charles, Missouri. But before that, I would like to do a disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the guest in this program are those of the guest and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of YMCM.org or any of its affiliated ministries. So with that, let's invite Elder Samuel Gamino in our screen. Elder Gamino, magandang gabi sa iyo.
Magandang gabi, Pastor. At sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa palatuntunan ito.
Okay, yeah.
Sa Eastern Hemisphere, araw na. Boker Sabbath na doon.
Mm.
If they are listening, you're welcome to this program.
Mhm.
And Shabbat Shalom to everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mhm.
All right. With that, we will start with our topic or the insight for this evening.
Yeah.
And ang ating parsha sa linggong ito ay tinatawag na Shemini. Ang Shemini ay Hebrew, ang English nito ay 8, 8. Nasa 26 reading na tayo ng Torah, ang Shemini nga ay 8. The text goes on to describe the events of the 8th day after setting up the tabernacle, a phenomenal worship service followed by a tragic incident. So, ito ay kanila nang sinet up ang tabernacle sa ilang, sa wilderness, at meron silang worship service na ginanap, at ito ay sinundan ng isang napakalagim na trahedya. The reading concludes with the biblical dietary laws regarding animals fit for consumption and prohibitions regarding those that are unfit. So, medyo mahaba-haba itong ating topic parsha ngayong gabi. So, atin nang sisimulan sa ating Brit Hadashah or the Renewed Covenant reading na nasa Matthew 3:11 to 17. Ganito ang pagkakasabi, I baptize you with water for repentance. Ito ay si John the Baptizer ang nagsasalita. But he who is coming after me is mightier than I, whose sandals I am not worthy to carry. He will baptize you with the Ruach HaKodesh and fire. His winnowing fork is in his hand, and he will clear his threshing floor and gather his wheat into the barn. But the chaff he will burn with unquenchable fire. Ito ay mababasa din natin to sa huling sa last days. Ang sinabi ay i-gather niya ang mga yung mga dami or mga damo, at ang ito ay susunugin, at ang wheat ang kanyang i-harvest. Now let's continue. Then Yeshua came from Galilee to the Jordan to John to be baptized by him. John would have prevented him saying, I need to be baptized by you. Ikaw ang dapat magbautismo sa akin at hindi ako ang magbabautismo sa iyo. For sa kaalaman ng lahat, etong dalawang nag-uusap ay parehong priest. Okay? Si John, nasa line ng Levitical priest. Si Yeshua ay isang Melchizedek priest. Ang sabi ni John, nire-recognize niya, na ako dapat ang iyong binyagan at hindi ikaw ang dapat na aking bibinyagan. But Yeshua answered him, let it be so now, for thus is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. Then, nag-consent na si John at binautismuhan si Yeshua. And when Yeshua was baptized, immediately he went up from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to him, and he saw the Spirit of Elohim descending like a dove, coming to rest on him. And behold, a voice from heaven said, this is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. All right. Now let's have some discussion with Elder Gamino. At ang sabi ay fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. Ang unang tanong kay Elder Gamino, sa Hebrew, ano pa ang salitang righteousness?
One, yung Sidek.
Shadik. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So ito ay tumutukoy siguro sa kanya, right? Kasi siya ay Melchizedek.
Yeah, Sidek.
Right? Sadik.
Yeah.
Ang ibig sabihin ng sadik ay diyan din nanggaling yung salitang sedaka na giving of alms or tulong. Right? Sadik. Sedaka. So nung nag-uusap sila ni John the Baptist, ano kaya ang ibig ipahiwatig ni Yeshua sa sinabi niyang ito? Sa iyong palagay, Elder Yumino.
Hindi, for the benefit of our hearers, John the baptizer want also to be baptized.
Mm-hmm.
And Yeshua came to him in Jordan, requesting him to baptize him. But he said, I want to be baptized also.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, who baptized John?
He was he they did a what you call a teshuba, wherein people are doing mikvah in those times. So in our passage, in our reading, this is the first time that people are getting baptized in that way. But
Because
during the
because we
time, during way back in their
yeah
time, way back in their time, there is what you call mikvah.
uh, because
Mikvah.
way back in 1950,
Mm-hmm,
the pioneer of the secret name,
mm-hmm,
Elder Cirilo O. Simon, the father of Bienvenido Simon, requested the elder dad to, to go to the Philippines. And elder dad said, I cannot afford, or anybody cannot afford at this time. So you will look for a man who believe like you about the secret name. So he found out a man, an Adventist, because they are Adventists before, by the name of Guillermo Boscaino. And both of them did what they called twain baptism. So that's what I have in mind, that Yeshua baptized John because he said, fitting for us, hindi lang ako, kung nasabi niya, kundi pati ikaw. So that's what I have in mind, that they also conducted a twain baptism. That's only
that
my
yeah,
that's my
that is your opinion. That is your
yeah,
opinion. So
because
I'm telling you now, this is way back before 1950. This is biblical concept. Ang concept ng pagwawash,
okay.
cleansing
Yeah, I
in
just want our hearer to
mhm.
understand also, and we have because John also want to be baptized. Aside from the kituba you are speaking, John is serious to be baptized also.
Yes, he wants he
Oh,
wants, but it's not. So again, let's put it back in the right
okay.
biblical concept, because people are watching us, and we don't want people to be getting some ideas that's not biblical.
Uh-huh.
The biblical concept is washing. There is what they call mikvah, wherein if you are unclean, you will undergo a process of called cleansing, and wherein water immersion, you yourself are performing a water immersion supervised by the priesthood, the Levitical priesthood. And as I've said, John is a Levite, so he is a priest, and he also wants to be mikvad. He doesn't want. In that baptizo is a new word. The original Hebrew word is mikvah. So the concept of mikvah is just cleansing. Like for example, a woman that has a monthly period, she is not allowed na pumunta ron sa tabernakulo para umappear sa presence ni Abba Yahweh, not until mag-perform siya ng mikvah. And that's for everyone, pati lalaki. Pagka ang lalaki nakahawak ng maruming bagay like dead body, na ito mangyayari dito sa ating Torah portion,
So
sila ay dapat maghugas para
that's what I'm telling you, that when Yeshua came,
Mhm.
he magnified, because he said that baptism is like immersion. you will be buried. During the word you said, during that time probably they just was some parts of their body, not the
Mm-hmm.
whole body, to be immersed like Yeshua have done in the Jordan River.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's move on to Haftarah, 2 Samuel 6, 7 to 17. This is the reign of King David. There's 30,000 men Israel to carry the ark from Baale, Judah, also known as Kiryat Jearim. So if you will see this map that I showed, it's on the top, and Jerusalem will be on my right side, and that's where they are going to be carrying that ark going to Jerusalem. So there's a new cart built to carry the ark. I mean, probably the old cart was already broken. So Uzzah and Ahio will be the drivers of this new cart. The question, why are they transporting the ark from Baale, Judah to Jerusalem? I thought, a lot of people thought that the ark was in Jerusalem by this time.
Yeah. Okay. It's like a caravan. That's why the or a procession.
Mm-hmm.
The art was translated or carried across. Parang parang yung ginagawa ngayon yung mga Catholic siguro na nagpro-procession sila, dala nila yung kuan, Art of the Covenant.
Okay. That's good. That's true.
Yeah.
Bakit siya na kay David? Etong ark na ito, bakit nandun sa kanya at ibabalik niya na doon sa Jerusalem? Ano ba ang nangyaring kaguluhan muna bago itong pagkakataon na ito? Sino ba yung hari dati na wala na at siya ibabalik na dito sa Jerusalem?
When I read this portion, the art is for I think from Obidon.
Mm-hmm.
Obidon. That's where the art stayed for a while. Then there is news that he was being blessed. That's why King David want to get the Ark of the Covenant.
Correct. But think about this. He way back, way back, years back, he is being pursued by King Saul, right?
Yeah.
So probably when he was far away, he brought the ark with him. Now he is going back to Jerusalem and bringing the ark with him. So that's what the story behind this. Why is he bringing this ark with him? Because he has possession of the ark and he is now bringing it back to Jerusalem. Second question. The ark is now being put on a cart to transfer. What was the original instructions in transporting the cart? The ark.
I quoted two texts from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Exodus 25:14 said, staves into the rings by the size of the ark, that the ark may be borne with them. There is a stave to be put on the ring and they will carry that. In 2 Samuel 6:13, from the house of Obededom, they bear the ark of Yahweh.
Mm-hmm.
So the original purpose, even in the wilderness, they've been instructed to carry. There is a stave or a pole, probably a pole that will be going through the rings beside on the sides of the ark, so that it will be carried by the people.
Correct. That's good. So makikita natin na ang unang instruction, ang talagang instruction ay lagyan nyo ng pole, magkabilaan, at inyo itong i-carry sa shoulder ninyo.
Mhm.
Hindi sinabing ilagay sa kariton at itulak. Kailangan i-bitbitin ng mga tao. So, ganun din siguro sa atin ngayon, Elder Gamino, ano? May mga tao dumadami yung kanilang kaalaman, nakakaisip sila ng mga invention, at ito ay kanilang idinadagdag doon sa inutos ni Amang Yahweh.
Yeah, probably. At the same time, probably by practical purpose.
Yeah, ha?
For easy transportation,
Uh-huh.
because we are living in a days of technologies.
Correct. Pero hindi nila alam kung bakit ipinapapasan sa kanila. Hindi naman sinabi bakit kailangan pasan ninyo. Huwag kayong hindi naman sinabing kailangan ilagay nyo ito sa kariton, di ba? So, sa akin lang ha, ito it's a matter of obeying the instructions of Yahweh Elohim. Right?
You're right.
Okay. Sunod na tanong. Etong si Uza, maganda naman yung kanyang intensyon. Right?
Yeah.
Maganda ang intensyon ni Uza. Why was he got destroyed from doing a good intention thing?
Like I said, well-intentioned and sincere is never an excuse for disobedience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maganda yung, nagustuhan ko yung sagot ni Elder Gamino.
Yeah. Well,
Kasi hindi naman sinabi sa kanila na yung ilagay ito sa kariton na may gulong at itulak. 'Di ba? Kasi maganda yung intention, 'di ba? Si Uza, maganda yung intention niya, babagsak na yung Ark of the Covenant, babagsak. Kaya ikanyang i-steady. Pero siya ay pinatay ni Yahweh Elohim kasi hindi nga instruction na dapat gawin iyon. Alright, next question. Michal, eto naman si Michal, etong daughter of Saul. She despised David. Why?
Michal. Okay. And 2 Samuel 6:16.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of our reading. Michal said, "How glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovereth himself."
Mm-hmm.
Yung salitang uncover, sa King James ata ginamit ng naked.
Mm-hmm.
Kaya yan ang kanyang despise kay David. But to the reader, and again, kagaya ng sinasabi natin ng mga modern reader, they will be misled.
Mm-hmm.
Ang explanation na nabasa ko dyan, he just removed his kingly robe, not totally naked.
Okay.
Yeah.
And merong istorya na etong ama ni Michal ay yun ang tinanggal ni David sa trono. Kaya meron na silang alitan na na sa una pa, right? Meron silang
kasi si Saul, iso nga ang king na inanoint ni Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
Ngayon, itong Michal na anak niya, nadamay na. Kaya dinispice niya yung kwan.
Siyempre, inalis yung tatay niya sa pagiging hari. Right. Okay. Ang sabi doon, sumunod, "See now, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of Yahweh dwells in a tent. And Nathan said to the king, King David, go do all that is in your heart, for Yahweh is with you." David speaking to Nathan here. So, alam natin na si Amang Yahweh, ang kanyang dwelling place ay noon sa tolda. Dito sinabi, hindi niya inutos kay Moses or sa judges ng Israel or who were the shepherd of Israel at that time to build house of cedar. Now he is appointing a place for Israel. Plant them, give Israel rest from his enemies. And mababasa natin yan dito sa ating Haftarah. Instead of David building a house for Yahweh, Yahweh said, I will make you a house. When your days are fulfilled and you lie down with your fathers, I will raise up your offspring after you, who shall come from your body, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Sino itong binabanggit na ito ni Yahweh Elohim sa kanya?
Si Solomon.
Okay?
That's the son of Bathsheba. The second son of Bathsheba.
Okay.
Through Solomon. Through David.
Okay? And he shall build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. Who is the king forever?
That's Yahshua.
Yes. He is in the line of...
Melchizedek means king.
Yeah, but he was born
Judah.
in a human flesh in line of
Judah.
King David's line, right?
Uh-huh.
So this is really pointing to the King of Kings.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, question. In 2 Samuel 7:10, Yahweh said he will appoint a place for his people. Where is that place?
In Jerusalem.
That's where they are bringing the Ark of the Covenant, right? We read that in the previous passage, right?
Yeah.
That's why David is bringing that Ark of the Covenant to a place where Yahweh will put his name. And as you said, the place ang place na ito ay nasa Jerusalem. Next question, what house is Yahweh establishing here in 2 Samuel 7? Parang nasagot na natin to kanina. Ano talagang house ito na ini-establish?
It's a literal house made of cedar wood.
Yes. Yeah. Pero ano talaga ang pinopoint nito na house?
Hindi ko kanyan.
Where the king is gonna be king forever. Right? This is
a literal house.
Uh-huh.
But there is a throne in heaven.
Correct.
Which is spiritual.
Uh-huh. Which is pointing to Yeshua HaMashiach.
Uh-huh.
All right. Because I mean the house that David and Solomon they're conceptualizing to build at this time. Yeah, Solomon built it, but that house wasn't forever. It got destroyed, right?
Yeah, it got destroyed.
Yeah. So again, this is not a house that is gonna be established forever. So he is talking about a house that is, let's quote unquote, as you said, is spiritual house. Insight number 2, Yahweh accepts Aaron's offering. So 8 day ang nakalipas para may tindig ang priesthood. Bull, calf for sin offering, a ram for burnt offering ang kanilang dinala. Sa mga tao, male goat for their sin offering, ox, ram for feast offering, and grain offering mixed with oil for today, Yahweh will appear to you. Yun ang sabi. Kailangan yung maggawa ng ganito, magbigay ng inyong sin offering, magbigay ng peace offering, magbigay ng grain offering, sa kadahilan ng si Yahweh Elohim ay appear sa inyo ngayon. Again, eto na naman tayo sa ating sinasabi na this is the concept of drawing near. Paano ba tayo lalapit kay Yahweh Elohim? Hindi tayo basta-basta a-appear kay Yahweh Elohim na tayo ay walang dala sa Kanya, na tayo ay marumi at tayo ay a-appear sa Kanya. Merong ang kanta come as you are. Hindi ganun ang concept ni Yahweh Elohim. So come to the altar, offer sin and burnt offerings to make atonement. So Aaron did the first Aaronic blessing after giving his offering. So I guess this is the priestly blessing. Moses and Aaron afterwards went inside the tent of the meeting, and they came out and blessed the people as well. So makikita natin dito yung king in the sa pamamagitan ni Moses na siya ay bilang parang king nila, at si Aaron ang kanilang priest, dalawa sila magkasama, nag-come out dun sa tent of the meeting and bless din nila yung mga tao. Then the glory of Yahweh appeared to all people. Right? So ito prophetic din ito, na yung king and priest, ibe-bless niya yung mga tao, and then the glory of Yahweh Elohim will appear to all people. Sino na naman ang ating pwedeng itulad dito sa king and priest at ibilinas niya yung mga tao, and then Yahweh's glory will appear to them?
Yes, so in the order of Melchizedek.
Okay.
Because he is a king as well as a priest
Okay.
at the same time.
Yeah. Good.
And probably David too, because being a king, he was anointed as king. But in Psalms 51 it says, "I will teach the people for righteousness." Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a teacher. He is a king as well as a priest to teach the people.
Yeah, because the king has to write a Torah for himself as well. So the king knows Torah. One of the things that a king needs to do before he will become a king is to write for himself a Torah. So they know the Torah. The king knows the Torah. So insight number 3, the sin of Aaron's son. Now Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took their respective censers, and after putting fire in them, placed incense on it, and offered strange fire before Yahweh Elohim, which he had not commanded them. Eto na naman tayo. Baka hindi ikinukuman kasi ni Yahweh Elohim, wag nating dadagdagan, wag nating babawasan ang kanyang salita. Right? Kasi ito...
Baka yun ang kuhan. Doon tumatama yung sinasabi ko palagi sa yung Ecclesiastes 7:10. Do not be righteous overmuch.
Okay. Can you explain that to the viewers, Elder Yamino?
Now, it just comes into my mind when it says there that do not be righteous overmuch. You go outside the bound of what is being done.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah. So adding and subtracting to what he commanded. Because here, exactly what we're trying to teach the people. Ito yung ating itinuturo sa mga tao.
Kumbaga sa kan naman, kumbaga sa nag-a-apply naman, overqualified.
Pwede rin mangyari, pero ito kasi pinag-uusapan natin Torah, right? Torah instructions. Torah instructions.
As comparison, when it says, do not be righteous overmuch, then when you apply, they said, you are overqualified. They will not accept you because you are overqualified.
Well, we really don't know, right? Kasi hindi naman talaga in-instruct sa kanila na gawin itong mga bagay nito, right? So, eto si Nadab and Abihu, pareho itong pare. Levite ito pareho. Si Nadab, siya ang firstborn, in line ito sa pagiging Kohen Gadol. Kung mamatay si Aaron, siya ang susunod na in line para maging high priest. Si Abihu ang kanyang pangalawang anak. So meron silang censer, talaga meron sila dahil sila ay mga pare. They put fire plus incense and offered it to Yahweh Elohim. So namatay sila dahil nag-offer sila ng strange fire. Other Levites, yung iba mga Levites, sila ang nagbuhat dito sa mga bangkay ni Nadab and Abihu, paalis sa sanctuary, palabas dun sa camp. Ang sabi, priests not to let their head hang loose, or kailangan hindi nila punitin ang kanilang damit, lest they die and wrath will befall the congregation. Yun ang mangyayari pagka ikaw ay isang pare or isa kang high priest at pinunit mo ang iyong damit, ikaw ay mamamatay at ang kongregasyon ay magkakaroon ng malagim na pangyayari. Meron ba sa New Testament na nangyaring ganito na ang high priest ay nagpunit ng damit?
Wala akong maalala.
Wala. Okay. Meron. Ang sabi, blasphemy. At nagpunit siya ng damit. Alright. So, ang priesthood, for the priesthood, ito pa sinabi.
Baka si Caiaphas.
Yes. The high priest na Caiaphas na hindi naman siya siguro dapat na high priest, no? But siya ay nagpunit siya ng damit. Hindi siguro nagbasa ng Torah yon na bawal magpunit ng damit. So, for the priesthood, ang sabi, drink no wine or strong drink, you or your sons with you, when you go into the tent of meeting, lest you die. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations. So, karamihan magbabasa. See, yung mga pare, hindi dapat umiinom. Pero kung ating talagang babasahin, kung sila ay pupunta sa tent of meeting, hindi sila dapat iinom. Kung hindi sila pupunta doon, wala naman sinabing hindi sila dapat uminom. Number
But there is a wine in the offering.
Yes.
I have read, they will pour the wine.
Okay? Yeah. You are to distinguish between the holy and the common and between the unclean and the clean. Ito ibinabasa lang natin ito. Hindi tayo nagbabawas, hindi tayo nagdadagdag. Sabi sa kanila, kayo na mga pare, kaparian, ay dapat alam nyo kung ano ang holy at ano ang hindi holy, kung ano ang marumi at kung ano ang malinis. Ang pangatlo na sinabi, kayo mga kaparian, you will teach the people of Israel of all the statutes that Yahweh has spoken to them by Moses. Okay. Tayo po ba, Elder Gamino, ay magiging mga royal priesthood sa panahon na darating?
Oh, sinabi niya, if we are being blessed, we will reign with Him. Some are priests, some are kings.
Okay.
Under the King of Kings.
Okay. Cool. That's good, right? Etong kautusan na ito, etong instruction na ito, for the priesthood, sino ang nagbigay nito sa kanila na instruction?
Si Yahshua.
Yeah.
During the Old Testament, he is the Yahweh. He is Yahweh between the cherubs.
Okay.
Because there are texts which says there are two Yahwehs mentioned. Yeah.
Correct. So, kung siya nagbigay ng kautusan noong unang panahon, at ngayon siya rin ay isang Melchizedek priesthood, at siya rin ay isang hari, right? Ito ba sa atin kung tayo magiging royal priesthood sa mga susunod na panahon, ito ba i-apply sa atin?
Sure, If your question is number 3, we will teach the people. It is also mentioned in Isaiah. But what we are teaching during the 1,000 years are the mortal peoples.
So, kailangan alam din natin kung ano yung holy and common.
Sure.
Kailangan din natin alam kung ano yung unclean and clean.
At saka yan, kung sa 65 ng Isaiah, mentioning on verse 17 about the new heavens and new earth, there is the Sabbath there, Sabbath day.
Yeah.
We will teach to the people the holy day.
So, hindi nagbabago ang instruction ni Yahweh Elohim.
Hindi.
Right? So, because, ang sabi niya, I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Totoo ba yun, Elder Gamino.
Pero mayroon doon. Sabi kasi doon sa Hebrews, ang binanggit mo sa 13:8 ng Hebrews. Pero may sinabi doon, if there is a change of priesthood, there is a necessity of change of the law. So there is a change of the law of priesthood.
Okay.
Yan.
So,
Pero
katulad,
yung sinasabi natin kasi kahit sa Malakay, I am Yahweh, I change not. He will not change. Even Yeshua,
okay.
but there are changes of the law.
Okay. What are you gonna change in this instruction in the Old Testament?
To the people,
Okay, when we are already in that new priesthood, is he gonna change these instructions?
this is we who will enforce the law, because you will be spiritual during the
Mm-hmm.
time,
Okay.
during the millennium, because from mortal to immortality. But
So,
we will be like angels,
okay.
that we will appear to them as mortal,
Okay.
teaching them about this law. Like the word to the people, to the people. That's why we are at this present time we are on training, so that we can teach also during the 1,000 years.
So we are in training of the new law. Is that what you're saying?
No,
What are we training with?
we are training like the Sabbath.
So it's still the same law that was given in Sinai that we're supposed to be studying, so that when the time comes, sa panahon na tayo na ang magtuturo nito sa mga tao, is still gonna be the same law.
Yeah, but I mean to say, like the law of the people, when they impose curfew hours, those who are mandating, they are exempted.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think.
How about, for example, you're a policeman and it's a curfew hour, you are still outside because
Uh,
you are imposing the law.
correct.
You are accepted
Uh-huh.
from that law, from
Yeah,
from the law of curfew hours.
correct.
Yeah.
If you are the one enforcing it,
Yeah.
correct. But not everyone will be the enforcer. There will be
Yeah.
people that will enforce it. There will be people that will be singing, but if it's already curfew time, oh, you guys, you're singers, you go back to your houses. Would that be a good illustration?
Sure.
Okay. Question.
Oh.
Define the Hebrew word chutzpah.
It takes me time to look for that. I almost scan the
Mm-hmm.
whole that is ch
Mm-hmm.
calf. No, not calf. Uh, it's
Chutzpah.
like because sometimes this ch,
Mm-hmm.
there are three Hebrew characters which sometimes it will be interchangeably arranged.
Mm-hmm.
The what do you call the hey, th and ch, and I almost scanned the uh, Strong's exhaustive concordance. I cannot find that word, so
Mm-hmm.
I do not know the meaning.
Okay. The meaning of chutzpah
Uh-huh.
means impudence or disrespect.
Yeah. Okay.
Chutzpah. So this is people disrespecting Yahweh Elohim. He already gave these instructions, but people still insist of what they want to do. Same as with Usa, right? Usa disrespected. A lot of people they put the ark in on a cart. That was not the instruction of Yahweh Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
His instruction is to build me a tent so that I will dwell with you. He didn't say build me a cedar house. But people still wants to do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
What is the safest and most biblical sound explanation of the offense committed by Nadab and Abihu?
You put in parentheses the word no adding or subtracting from the Torah.
Yeah, what was their offense without adding or subtracting from the Torah?
So I read from the Torah.
Mm-hmm.
Mati. Teka muna. I cannot read without my eyeglass. You can find this in insight number 3. You explain there,
Mm-hmm.
but it says here, Nadab and Abihu, sons of Aaron, took either of them his censer, put fire therein, put incense their own, offered strange fire before Yahweh, which he commanded them not. That is in Leviticus 1, I don't know, 10:1, 10:1.
Mm-hmm.
I quote from Leviticus chapter 10, verse 1.
Correct.
They
So
put a strange fire.
strange fire
Mm.
in their offering. Now the question now is, what is a strange fire? What does it imply?
Strange fire is the opposite of fire not coming from Abba Yahweh.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Because alam natin kung sino talaga unang nagbigay ng fire doon sa altar.
So
Si Yahweh
I
Elohim
was
mismo.
reminded during the time of Elijah when
Mm-hmm.
they have a contest of offering fire. The fire from heaven is the one that burned the
Consume.
offering of
Yep.
Elijah, while the
Yeah.
people of Baal,
Nilagyan pa nila ng maraming tubig yun eh.
yung kay
So,
Elijah,
yeah, kaya nga talagang yun galing talaga sa
that's the
kalangitan,
fire
sa
from,
Shamayim.
yeah.
Fire from Yahweh Elohim himself. So, a strange fire, wag nating babawasan, wag nating dadagdagan. Ito yung fire na originally ibinigay ni Yahweh Elohim doon sa may altar, at dapat hindi sila maglalagay ng kanilang sariling fire. Insight number 4, ito na yung namatay na yung anak ni Aaron at napighati na si Aaron. Ang sabi sa Leviticus 11:12, why did you not eat the sin offering of the holy place?
No,
For
I
it
think, I think this verse you said, you misplaced again. Leviticus 11 is a dietary law, but parang should be 10:17.
10:17, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
10:17.
probably
I am confused.
okay.
Oh.
My fault. It's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
10:17.
Anyway, there is no perfect.
Yeah, for it is most holy, and he gave it to you to bear away the guilt of the congregation, to make atonement for them before Yahweh Elohim. So ito napipigati siya. Ang sabi ni Moses sa kanya, bakit hindi mo kinain yung sin offering sa holy place? Most holy ito, at ito ay binigay sa iyo para mag-bear away ng guilt ng congregation, to make atonement for them before Yahweh Elohim. Ang tanong, why wasn't much mourning permitted in the sanctuary? Bakit walang dapat na mourning doon sa sanctuary?
Why was much mourning? Aaron and his sons, Eliezer and Itamar, dahil namatay na si
Nadab and Abihu.
Mm-hmm. Were not to show public grief for Nadab and Abihu.
Yes.
As the saying goes in our present time, the show must go on.
Yeah.
Yan, kasi
is it really that concept, or there's a concept of Yahweh Elohim being in that place?
I don't know.
That's why they're not supposed to show grief.
They are ministering. And emotion should not override their service to the people.
Okay, yeah, that's true, that's true. Pero merong mas malalim na dahilan, sasabihin ko sana bukas, pero ang isang dahilan na nalalaman ko, Yahweh is already in their midst etong panahon na ito, nung namatay si Nadab and Abihu. Kung dasa nandun si Yahweh Elohim, dapat doon walang kamatayan sa kanyang harap or kalungkutan. Ang sabi niya na, di ba, He is going to wipe away every tear from their eyes. Kasi nasa presence ka na ni Yahweh Elohim eh. There will be no longer death, and there will no longer be mourning or crying or pain if you are in the presence of Yahweh Elohim. That's why sa kanyang presence hindi dapat merong na umiiyak sa kanyang presence. Why didn't Aaron want to eat the goat of the sin offering?
Yeah, this is a conversation between Moses and Aaron. And Aaron said in Leviticus 10:19, such things have befallen upon me. If I have eaten today, should it have been accepted in the sight of Yahweh? Yun ang iyan na. Siyempre, ama siya eh. He feel the grief.
Yeah, hindi, parang ang feeling niya, hindi appropriate na kakain siya ng offering.
Pero yan ang sinasabi ko kung minsan, even in the sight of, during the visitation of Elder Mansagar, is there an exception to the rule? Sabi niya, hindi. Pero yun kung minsan, may iniisip ako, kagaya nung kagaya ni Rehab, naglay noon nasaan yung mga spy dito? Sabi niya, umalis na sila, samantalang tinago niya So, sometimes, I believe there is an exception to the rule.
Okay.
Because Abba Yahweh is merciful, He can understand like this.
Okay.
So, si Mose, naintindihan rin niya yung kalagayan yung kapatid niya.
Okay. Alright. So, makikita natin dito na merciful din si Yahweh Elohim. Hindi niya pinatay si Aaron sa hindi pagsunod sa kanya sa araw na yon.
Yeah.
Alright. That's good. Insight number 5. Mukhang marami tayong paksain ngayong gabi at 7:53. Probably this is the last insight.
Anyway, this is what we are doing is one way of worshiping Abba Yahweh.
Yes.
I think so. This is a spiritual way of, although we are not actually offering these animal sacrifices, but we offer the fruit of our lips to praise Abba Yahweh, to explain the things that we cannot understand.
Yes.
To share.
Correct. So, insight number 5, Elder Yumino. Fit and unfit animal. Ang sabi sa Leviticus 11:12, whatever divides a hoof, thus making split hoofs, and choose the cud among the animals, that you may eat. Question, what are the 4 categories of animals according to the Torah? Ano-ano yung mga categories ng animal according sa Torah? 4 lang yun.
I cannot find it, but sometimes I just want what do you call that? What I have in mind.
Yeah.
The animals, probably about the beast, the fowls. The beast, the fowls. Because they're animal. The insects.
Yes, correct.
And the fish.
And sea creature. Correct. So you got it. You got it. Yeah. There is some land animal.
In my one, I did not write this one.
Okay.
But what I have in mind, he should be the beast, the fowls. Because there are flesh about them.
Yeah,
and the fish,
the fish,
also the insects,
the insects.
yeah,
Yeah,
that are allowed to be eaten.
yes, and praise Yahweh for having that in mind, because that's the Torah idea, right? Four categories of animal according to the Torah: land animal, sea creatures, fowl, and insects. Now let's go to the next question. Define the Hebrew word tahor. What is tahor?
Yeah, I found this one. It's Strong's Exhaustive Concordance 2889,
Mm-hmm.
and it defines as pure, clean, unadulterated,
Mm-hmm.
uncontaminated.
All right. So those are the tahor,
Oh,
right?
tahor.
How about the word tameh? What is tameh?
Tame is 2930, again,
Mm-hmm.
foul in a ceremonial or moral sense,
Mm-hmm.
unclean, defiled, polluted.
Okay. So if we're talking about this with clean and unclean, fit and unfit animal to eat, we can say that tahor ay yun yung mga pagkain na malinis at permissible to eat. Tama po
Yeah,
ba? Ang tamay naman, kung gagamitin natin ang salitang Hebrew word na tamay, ito yung mga pagkain na hindi nga dapat tinatawag ng pagkain. Ito yung mga animal
yun.
na pinagbabawal na kainin.
Kaya nga, sometimes these are the foods that are unclean. It's that in our side as
Mm-hmm.
dietary observers, those are not foods.
Yeah, they are unclean animals. Okay.
Unclean.
List the criteria for determining if a land animal is ritually fit.
There are two criteria: divide or split hops, and choose the cod.
Okay. So easy to understand, right, for
Yeah,
people?
but in Leviticus 11, we
Mm-hmm.
mentioned about the swine, although it's split hop, but it doesn't chew the cud.
Correct. Yeah. So next question is list the criteria for determining if a sea creature is ritually fit.
They have fins and scales.
Fins and scales. So
Yeah.
madedetermine natin na sila ay malinis at fit na kainin kung meron silang fins and scales.
Pero
Num-
ito na naman,
Okay?
na-encounter namin yan eh. Because I am born Adventist, I know the
Mhm.
dietary law. Then I was baptized to the Church of God Sabbath Keeper, and we went in a certain place where uh, the husband is a believer, but the wife is unbeliever.
Okay?
So they cook the mudfish. There is a scale there in fins. Then the woman just cooked the fish. When we ate, the husband said, "Why did you not remove the scales in the fins? You said you cannot eat those fish without scales and fins." Oh. So who followed the dietary law, the husband or the wife?
I'll just get a smile because those
Okay.
are not
because
Torah
there are
questions.
people like that.
Yeah, those are not really. Insight number 6.
I remember what you said, and you remember what I said before. Although the fish, we must clean it. Do not eat all those things. Do not eat the bones. You
Yeah.
must eat.
Insight number 6. Reasons. Whatever in the water does not have fins and scales, it's abhorrent to you.
Uh-huh.
Question: define the word kuka or kukim.
Choka. I did not found this one again. Choka. I have not found
Okay.
this word, Hebrew word.
So this Hebrew word or concept is a command that has no rational explanation. We don't need to explain why he's telling us not to eat unclean foods. There's no explanation. So for commands, these are commands that are huka or hukim. These are commands that doesn't require rational explanation. Why did Yahweh impose dietary laws on his people?
Because he is holy, and we must be holy too.
So it's a matter of holiness.
Yeah.
What is holiness?
Set apart.
Set apart. Correct. So yung mga tao na kumakain ng may kaliskes, pag sinabing wag kang kumain ng walang kaliskes, dapat set apart tayo. Hindi tayo kakain ng walang kaliskes. Tama. Because that we are set apart. Is that the right concept?
Yeah, those okay, that's good.
Is that good? Is
Yeah.
that good concept?
Because sometimes my mind is very wary
Wait,
because of the scales. Because I experience so many people. I meet so many people about like
correct.
that.
That's true. I mean, all right. Insight number 7. It's 8:01. We're just gonna go past 8. Probably we'll end 8:10. Who should eat clean foods? For I am Yahweh your Elohim. Consecrate yourselves therefore and be holy, for I am holy. And you shall not make yourselves unclean with any of the swarming things that swarm on earth.
Yeah.
What was the intention behind the Torah dietary law?
To make distinction between clean and unclean.
Uh-huh. Correct. Is the dietary laws for grafted in and sojourners as well?
For both the homeborn and the sojourners.
Correct. So hindi lang yung mga Israelitang dapat sumunod nito. Yung mga grafted in at mga sojourner nila one law, right? Is there one law?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I think that's our last question for the night. Elder Gamino,
Yeah.
what's your last message for sa ating mga tagapakinig ngayong araw ng Biyernes ng gabi sa ating
As
Erev
usual,
Shabbat live?
I thank Abba Yahweh. I reached this age, ripe age, and I have encountered so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And I read also so many books.
Mm-hmm.
And what I have in mind, because Abba Yahweh says in 23:7 of Leviticus, the righteous and the innocent, do not kill them, but the wicked should be vanished.
Mm-hmm.
So I have in mind there are three general categories of people in the world: those righteous who knows the truth, who knows what is right or wrong, and they believe in the follow what is right. The innocent are innocent; they do not know what is right or wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and they have been spared. But the wicked knows what is right, and they do wickedness. In our world, there are the Hindus, the other religions. They only base they have their own Bibles too. And I think during the 1,000 years, they will have the time, like my father also, who have been a devoted Adventist. He does the Adventists, because the Adventists are not keeping the holidays, the annual feast days, only the Sabbath, weekly Sabbath. Mm. So Abba Yahweh, we can read that in, I think that is the 34:7 of Exodus. He is a merciful Father. He is a gracious, compassionate, slow of anger, but He will visit the iniquity of the fathers from the to the son up to the fourth generation. So uh, he is uh, he is kind, merciful, but he will chastise also. Yan. Even in Romans it says he is kind, but he will correct. Yan. And we are blessed because we know all these things. And aside from that, like me, we are we are we are growing mature to spiritual maturity.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
my father doesn't reach a sacred name because as I have told you, it is easier to learn than to unlearn. Since birth, you believe on Jesus Christ, and at this and there is a time that we know about the secret name, and we are praying for those who cannot easily come out from darkness to light.
mhm,
That's what I'm telling. And during my time also, my experience is that we must be patient as teachers.
mhm.
Sometimes our weakness is like there is slow learners. There are slow learners, and we must be patient because Yeshua is very patient to us. Although we are sinners, He came here for the sake of those who want to be saved.
All right.
Okay, good night to
Maraming
everybody.
salamat, Elder Gamino.
Okay.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga tagapakinig at mga nanonood. Erev Shabbat sa inyong sa lahat. At bukas abangan ang ating live stream for our Shabbat service. Shabbat
Okay.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.